Hey guys, Swordsman here, and by now you guys may have seen the Battlefield 3 multiplayer footage that was released at E3, and I thought I would download the trailer, which they put up onto YouTube, and maybe we'll go through it here and see what we can find. I'll tell you what I think of it, what I've taken away from it, and maybe you guys have seen things that I've missed. So let's get started, shall we? Right here you see a pretty cool snapshot here, and it is right from the beginning moments of the trailer. You see a couple of things that caught my eye, and the first thing that jumped out of me is below the minimap on the lower left, there is a compass. I have wanted a compass in Bad Company 2. I think a compass helps in a variety of levels, namely callouts, how you know if it's north side of the road, south side. It just helps. The next thing I noticed that caught my eye was that that's a 4-player squad there right beside the minimap. So is that going to be the maximum squad size? I don't know. It could be. It's definitely going to be hard to tell if that's going to be the maximum squad size. I imagine it would be. Personally, I'm not a fan of that because I happen to have more than 3 people that I like to play with at any one time. And yeah, you say just get them on the same game. It'll be fun. But I don't know. I would rather have them all, working together instead of just, well, they're in that game too, But that's just me. That's a minor thing. Up in the top left, we can see a variety of weapons up there available to us. We see the SVD, the Pekineg, which is basically the PKM light machine gun. I did not pronounce that correctly. We got the AK-74M, which that's basically the assault rifle version of the AK-74U, and the world famous M249 SAW. Gotta love that gun. Alright, so let's move on here, shall we? In this next little segment, we've got a pretty cool shot of us riding in what looks to be a LAV-25, which is a light armored vehicle, basically like a light tank. We're rolling through the hills here, and then we're going to come up into a nice little firefight, which I highlighted this part because the gun has recoil. If you watch that here, I'll even put it in slow motion here just for shits and giggles. It has a nice bit of recoil. I like that. I want that. I want to be challenged when I try to use those weapons. That is just absolutely bonus to me. Maybe you guys disagree. Let me know if you don't like that much recoil. That looks to be just about perfect as far as I'm concerned. This next bit I highlighted for a couple of things we can see here in this third still. We've got the M4A1. You knew that was going to be in there. I believe they described that as a nice beginner's weapon with lower damage with a little bit more moderate recoil. You will also see the MP443, the pistol. And I also wanted to sort of zoom in on these XP awards. I mean, sure, you get the 100 points for killing the enemy. But then if you look, you see Avenger, so that means you probably killed somebody that killed your teammate, which is cool. But then there's that comeback. Now, I know it's a little hard to see, even in 1080p, but I believe that says comeback, so that could be something put in there to help out the players that go on death streaks a little bit. It's not a fucking death streak reward or anything. It's just a little bit of XP to help get you on your way again, which is pretty cool to see that involved. Personally, I hope there's a lot of little variety like that for different things you can get more points on. I am a fan of doing, having neat shit happen and say, oh, I get extra points for that. I like that. It's more entertaining. It's a nice little bit of variety, so that's cool for me. I hope they continue along those lines. Alright, that'll be the last time that we actually pause here. I'm going to let the rest of it play out a couple times here, which I personally found was to be the cooler part of this. Some other weapons scattered throughout there that I haven't really mentioned is the AKS-74U, the M16A4, the MS, which I'm not completely sure what that is. We have the M9 pistol as well. And so there's basically the weapons you would expect to be there. Everything looks good, but we always knew it was going to look amazing. The destruction later on in the trailer looked phenomenal as the side of that building came down. If you can get debris to fall off from a building like that and fall outwardly when you blow it up, I wonder if there's an enemy or even yourself standing under it, if that will kill you. That would be absolutely awesome if that was the case. We always knew this game would look good, like I said. We knew it would sound good. For me, it all comes down to how much longevity will it have. That will matter to me on how balanced it is and what kind of variety it offers. I would like to see them go down the road of having a variety of playlists, not just two to three viable game types. The more game types in the game, the longer that I will continue to play it, because the more easily I can change it up. One night I might play one game mode, the next night I'll play another. That's what I want to see. The melee system looked pretty cool. I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but I heard that there's some like the real-time sequence of pushing the buttons in the sequence from the single player might make it into multiplayer, where if somebody comes up to stab you, you could potentially have a chance to block it and get into like a grappling contest. I don't know if that'll be in multiplayer. That would be kind of cool. If the knife was something you had to equip, like you had to pull it out from like your whatever, so that way you can't just like instantly knife, that would be another cool thing. You get a lot less of that in Battlefield, though every now and then whenever you come around the corner and there's two guys there, it just turned into a really awkward knife fight, which is kind of lame. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are the things that's leapt out at me when I watched this yesterday and a couple times on repeat when it was on 1080p. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think it's pretty cool. I'm very excited for this fall. The beta cannot come soon enough. I believe that's in September, so we should be sitting pretty for this fall. It'll be a good time. Let me know what you saw. Did I miss anything? What are your thoughts on this? I look forward to seeing the comments down below. Take care, guys.